In the ever-growing world of electric bikes, finding one that balances power, durability, comfort, and technology can be a challenge. The Euybike S4 Pro Max dual-motor e-bike, however, aims to check all those boxes and more. Designed for the adventurous at heart, it's a bike that promises the ability to conquer rugged terrain, steep hills, and long-distance rides with ease. With its dual-motor system, all-wheel drive, and robust suspension, the S4 Pro Max doesn't just perform, it excels, making it a standout choice for outdoor enthusiasts and urban commuters alike. From the moment you see it, the S4 Pro Max commands attention. The bike's design blends rugged functionality with sleek modern aesthetics. The matte black frame is understated yet bold, with a sharp, clean silhouette accentuated by the bright white Euybike logo emblazoned on the battery casing. The retro-inspired caramel brown saddle provides a splash of color, softening the bike's otherwise industrial look. This isn't just a bike designed to perform, it's one that looks good doing it. From the BMX-style handlebars to the oversized 20 by 4 inch Kinda-Fat tires, every detail of the bike hints at its off-road capability and practical design. At its core, the S4 Pro Max is powered by two 1,000-watt motors, one on the front hub and another in the rear hub. Together, these motors provide an all-wheel drive experience with a combined peak output of 3,000 watts. This level of power is rare in electric bikes and makes the S4 Pro Max a formidable choice for riders who crave adventure or need extra strength for carrying heavy loads. The torque sensor, a standout feature, amplifies the rider's pedaling efforts with precision, ensuring that the bike responds intuitively to input. Whether you're climbing hills, navigating gravel paths, or cruising along smooth roads, the dual motor system delivers a consistent and reliable performance. Alright, that's enough talk. Let's get this bike unboxed and assembled. This bike was one of the easier bikes that I have assembled on the channel. Unboxing the bike is straightforward, and all necessary tools for assembly are included. First, I removed the packaging straps and opened the box by carefully removing the tape and pulling the box free of the staples. Stand the e-bike up and remove all zip ties and protective foam. Install the handlebar by loosening the bolts on the bike stem, centering the handlebars and rotating them to align with your preferred riding position before tightening the bolts securely. For the front wheel, loosen the bolts of the protective bar on the front fork. Add the front wheel and tighten the bolts to ensure it is secure. The pedals are clearly marked for the left and right sides, matching the pedal stems. Screw in the pedals and use the wrench to further tighten them easily. Alright, let's take this bike for a ride. To truly understand what the S4 Pro Max is capable of, I took it on a test ride through the North Georgia mountains, a setting that offered a perfect mix of terrains to challenge the bike's capabilities. The journey began on a quiet gravel path surrounded by towering trees and rolling hills. With the battery fully charged, I set off using the torque sensor and pedal assist features to ease into the ride. Even on the flat terrain, the bike felt powerful yet responsive, with the torque sensor delivering just the right amount of assistance. Pedaling felt natural, and the smooth transitions between assist levels made it clear that this bike was designed for a seamless riding experience. The first time I hopped on the Euybike S4 Pro Max, I was immediately struck by its sheer power delivered by its dual 1,000-watt motors. Unlike traditional single-motor e-bikes, the bike's torque is distributed across both front and rear tires, providing an instant and exhilarating boost as soon as you start pedaling or engage the throttle. While the acceleration is thrilling, it does require a moment to adjust, particularly if you're accustomed to less powerful e-bikes or conventional bicycles. The torque sensor amplifies your pedaling effort, so even a light press of the pedals sends a surge of power to the wheels. At first, it can feel like the bike is almost doing too much of the work for you, but after a few minutes you learn to modulate your input and let the system work its magic. This responsive power delivery is especially beneficial when navigating steep terrain or needing to accelerate quickly, but it demands a light touch from the rider to avoid overcompensating. Once you've mastered the balance, the bike's torque becomes second nature, transforming your riding experience into something both dynamic and deeply satisfying. When it comes to climbing hills, the Euybike S4 Pro Max feels like it was designed specifically to make inclines irrelevant. Thanks to its dual motors and impressive 96 Nm of torque per wheel, the bike delivers power evenly across both the front and back wheel, ensuring maximum traction and stability. The all-wheel drive AWD system is a game changer, especially on steep or uneven inclines, where traditional back-wheel drive bikes might struggle with slippage or lack of grip. As I tackled several challenging hills during my ride, the bike felt remarkably steady and composed. Even on loose or uneven terrain, the torque sensor added another layer of refinement, providing just the right amount of assistance based on my pedaling effort, making climbs feel natural rather than mechanical. What truly impressed me was how balanced the bike felt throughout the process. The weight of the battery and motors is distributed evenly across the frame, preventing the bike from tipping or feeling top-heavy, which is a common issue with other e-bikes. This balance, combined with the exceptional power of the dual motors, make climbing even the most demanding hills an effortless and enjoyable experience. One of the standout features of the Euybike S4 Pro Max is how pedaling becomes a choice rather than a necessity. The powerful dual motors and half-twist throttle allow you to engage full electric power with ease, eliminating the need to pedal altogether. If you're in the mood for a relaxed ride or need to conserve energy, this is useful on long-distance rides or during moments when the terrain becomes challenging, such as steep inclines or rough trails. On flatter sections, you can opt to pedal assist, which amplifies your effort and creates a more traditional cycling experience without the exhaustion. And the torque sensor makes pedaling feel seamless, adjusting the level of assistance based on your input and ensuring you don't feel overpowered by the motors. Even with the bike set to its lowest pedal assist level, the powerful motors make cruising at higher speeds an easy task. On days when I wanted to ride purely for exercise, I could turn off the motors and rely solely on the bike's gears and my leg power, giving me the flexibility to switch between a workout and a leisurely ride. This versatility transforms the S4 Pro Max from an e-bike into a multifunctional riding tool suited for every mood and need. Gravel roads can often be a challenge for traditional bikes, but the Euybike S4 Pro Max turns these paths into smooth and manageable rides. The bike's fat Kenda tires, measuring at 20-inch by 4-inch, provide an incredible level of grip and stability on loose gravel, preventing the wheels from sliding or losing traction even during sharp turns or sudden stops. As I rode along gravel path trails, I felt an immediate sense of control thanks in part to the bike's balanced weight distribution and the traction provided by its all-wheel drive system. The wide tires create a large surface area that grips the ground securely, while the dual suspension absorbs the vibrations and bumps typically associated with gravel riding. Even on sections of the road that were heavily rutted and covered with loose stones, the bike maintained its composure, allowing me to focus on enjoying the scenery rather than worrying about slipping or losing control. The ability to easily glide across gravel roads made the S4 Pro Max a joy to ride, and I could see this capability being especially valuable for riders who ride on a lot of unpaved trails or in very rural areas. Long rides often bring with them the inevitable aches and discomforts, but the Euybike S4 Pro Max excels in delivering a ride that is comfortable as it is powerful. The long cushioned saddle provides plenty of room to shift positions, allowing you to find the most comfortable posture for extended journeys. Made from soft yet supportive materials, the saddle absorbs shocks and vibrations effectively, preventing discomfort that often comes with bumpy trails. In addition to the saddle, the bike's upright riding position is a key factor in reducing fatigue. The BMX-style handlebars are positioned at a height that allows you to sit naturally without having to hunch over or strain your neck or back. This ergonomic design not only improves comfort, but also provides better control and visibility, especially on uneven terrain or busy trails. During longer rides, I was pleasantly surprised by how fresh I felt even after hours of riding. The combination of a well-padded saddle, a relaxed riding position, and the bike's smooth performance ensured that I could focus on the joy of exploration rather than the physical toll of the ride. The Euybike S4 Pro Max has a way of encouraging exploration with its dual 1000 watt motors and high capacity 52 volt 30 amp Samsung LG battery. The bike offers a sense of freedom that few other e-bikes can match. Knowing that the battery provides up to 80 miles of range with pedal assist, I found myself venturing further than I typically could on a standard e-bike. Trails that I might have avoided due to their length or difficulty suddenly became accessible, opening up a world of new possibilities. The exceptional power of the motors made climbing steep hills and navigating rough terrain feel effortless, allowing me to reach scenic vistas that would have been challenging or even impossible to access otherwise. The battery life proved to be more than sufficient for a full day of riding, leaving me confident that I could explore to my heart's content without worrying about running out of charge. This combination of power and endurance transformed my rides into true adventures filled with breathtaking views and new discoveries, all made possible by the capabilities of the S4 Pro Max. One of the most versatile features of the Euybike S4 Pro Max is its ability to switch between different drive modes, allowing the rider to tailor the bike's performance to the terrain and conditions. With the simple push of a button, you can choose between front-wheel drive, back-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, or pedal-only mode. This flexibility is invaluable, and it enables the bike to adapt seamlessly to a wide range of riding scenarios. For instance, on flat paved roads, back-wheel drive is ideal for cruising efficiently while conserving battery power. On loose or slippery surfaces, front-wheel drive provides additional control and traction. When tackling steep hills or technical off-road trails, the all-wheel drive mode delivers maximum power and stability, ensuring that both wheels work together to conquer even the most challenging terrain. For those that prefer a more traditional cycling experience, turning off the motors entirely and relying on pedal-only mode transforms the bike into a standard bicycle. Complete with a 7-speed Shimano gear system, this level of adaptability makes the S4 Pro Max a bike that truly caters to all riders, whether they're seeking adventure, exercise, or a convenient way to commute. The EUI S4 Pro Max excels where many other bikes fall short: steep hills. With its dual 1000 watt motors and all-wheel drive system, this e-bike handles inclines with remarkable ease and confidence. On my rides, I sought out the steepest hills I could find, determined to push the bike to its limits. Yet it never faltered. Whether the terrain was paved, gravel, or dirt, the S4 Pro Max climbed effortlessly, delivering consistent power and traction that made even the most intimidating gradients feel manageable. The 96 Newton meters of torque per motor ensured that no matter how sharp or sustained the climb, the bike powers through without hesitation. As I approached each hill, I engaged the all-wheel drive mode, allowing the bike's front and rear motors to work in harmony. This feature proved invaluable, as the balanced power distribution provided superior grip and eliminated the possibility of wheel slippage, even on loose or uneven surfaces. What impressed me the most was the bike's ability to maintain a steady pace on prolonged inclines. Many e-bikes tend to struggle with overheating or power loss on extended climbs, but the S4 Pro Max robust design and powerful battery handle these challenges with ease. The torque sensor added another layer of finesse amplifying my pedaling efforts seamlessly and ensuring a smooth and natural ascent. Even when I relied solely on the throttle without pedaling, the bike showed no signs of strain, accelerating steadily and without interruption. It felt almost as if the steeper the hill, the more the bike wanted to prove its capability. This reliability makes the S4 Pro Max a game changer for riders who frequent hilly terrain, offering the confidence to explore areas that would be daunting or inaccessible on a lesser bike. Simply put, I have yet to encounter a hill that this bike can't conquer. By the end of the ride, it was clear that the Euybike S4 Pro Max isn't just an electric bike, it's a tool for exploration, designed to push the boundaries and redefine what's possible on two wheels. Its dual motors, advanced suspension, and high-capacity battery make it a reliable and powerful companion for any adventure. Whether you're climbing steep hills, navigating rocky trails, or crushing through city streets, the S4 Pro Max delivers performance, comfort, and style in equal measure. For those seeking an electric bike that can handle it all, the Euybike S4 Pro Max is a game changer, ready to take you on the ride of a lifetime. From winding gravel roads to scenic vistas, it invites you to explore and embrace the thrill of the ride.